top. It's very hard for Control to do on his own. FANATIC pushing in. Look at the Ray 5 blast. Kuro's going to be there with the potential backup. Look towards Control with the Bramble and the right click there for the Shadow Realm, bringing Control down very low. He will manage to get away as Kuro looks to give his life as he will hold back Universe. FANATIC simply turn their attention towards the Shaman instead and will take his life. Kuroki will fall. Control does manage to get himself back to safety. He is going to have to...
Well, that's for the good of the team. Kuro just constantly tanking that. Abed mid versus Miracle. Miracle. Okay.
Back in the game. Towards the mid lane to help that Miracle.
Wanted to go for Envy down here.
Wave of Terror upon him. A little too deep beneath the tower for them to go for, especially with Pilot Eye coming in, having that extra backup for Envy. So with the Wyvern around and with that time lapse, of course, now online for Envy, a very tricky kill to find. Top lane, 8 minutes in, FANATIC find the tier 1 tower.
So I was wondering what Wraith King builds we're going to be seeing. So it just looks like Tread, Soul Ring into Blink. I've been hearing some rumors about the Dominator, because you buff up your spiders and you act like the split pushing beast, but Universe wants to be acting as an initiator to start the fights for his team. And I think it suits perfect with what his lineup has.
Kuro's heading out. A little careful. They could try for Universe, but Universe, of course,
Nice.
he's got Reincarnate. It's with two of them with close behind him. Very hard kill to find. Bottom lane.
They're very under-leveled on Liquid. They use the level 4 Shadow Shaman, level 5 Omni. There's a level 7 Wraith King.
Look, we see on the individual net worth, Control's Omni, very poor. Only 1800. On a similar level of farm to that of the supports on FANATIC.
Miracle's actually just been in the triangle, the dire triangle we call, for the last 4 minutes or so, just trying to farm back up. Level 7 now already, and has 2 components for that armlet. So not slowed down that much. He's pretty much the same level as the Clinks, maybe 1 level behind, but decent recovery for dying 3 times.
I mean, this is that we saw obviously in game 1. Sort of.
See you,
GH. Oh, TP, is it gonna pay off? It is not. It's just there as the she's back online for him. To get himself the kill. But yeah, game 1, we saw, I believe the 10-minute mark, it was more sort of like a 7k advantage for FANATIC. This game not nearly as sizable, only a 2k lead at the moment, so absolutely every chance that Liquid are going to be able to make that recovery story happen. We saw them do it with heroes that may have struggled, like a Brood last game from Matumba. That did have a very punished start. At the same time round, this game we have Miracle suffered in the laning stage. Definitely the potential to make that comeback happen, as we've seen Liquid do many times before.
I mean, this one though, it's not like the pressure isn't there. I feel like in the last game when you're playing as FANATIC and you see this Spectre and the game starts ticking, you have that like ticking time bomb. You start feeling it, the pressure. Well, on this one, it's not like that as much. Sure, the Huskar and Bloodseeker are still very strong, but Control trying to get himself these bounties. Now gonna just run, trying to make
cost
some
him his life. Yeah, look at the Curse Cramp. To another Raid 5 blast if necessary. And there we go, lays it down. Another kill for Universe. 1700 towards that Blink Dagger. It's going to be a sort of this 11-12 minute mark. Blink Dagger on this offlane Wraith King. He is having a glorious time. The dust is out onto Envy, but he's already out of there. Can't quite find the lockdown required. As Envy makes his way back to safety. Bottom lane, Pilot Eye trying to find himself that level 6, so he's going to be ready for the team fights.
That's why we see Envy being so active right now. I think that's probably one of the biggest things I see Envy do, is like either hits the jungle or just starts making moves around the map to make sure that his supports can get, or in particular Pi, gets that level 6 at a good early timing. Gonna give him just some farm right here. Miracle does have the armlet finished.
And look, I wonder if we'll go with this. Interesting, as you said, item builds for Clinks at the moment, pretty much up in the air. The straight Monkey King bar rush.
Guess he's expecting the halberds and whatnot to come out for the Miracle Huskar.
So gonna be there.
Okay. Like we said, like I've heard from all players. I've heard different builds. That's why I'm very intrigued to be seeing this. I even asked. Actually, I'll use this right here because I actually asked Miracle like a couple of hours ago, and he said he doesn't really know exactly what the build is. They're all kind of still experimenting to feel what's best. But we've seen, like we said, Medallion, Hex, Deso, and Orchid. I guess now an MKB. Power push mid. Ward is placed down by Liquid. Slow it down a bit here. They're even bringing Universe, who I believe has the blink. He does. They've got that way to start the fight.
So they can find the opening universe going in. They have managed to kill off the Huskar straight away. There was no sort of save out in time from Liquid, as indeed FANATIC just jumped forward. They clean up 2. The tier 1 will be safe for now, and now they can put some pressure on themselves. In the fights as such, I believe the DJ there with a very nice sort of fear, making it very hard for really Liquid to find the position, because that's the problem. You know, as an Omni Knight, well, some of you spelled, they've not got the greatest of cast rates. So
yeah.
You've got to be very careful when there's the Dark Willow in the game. Like, how do you sort of get close enough to your core to have that sort of last minute save? You've either got to throw it out straight away, you've either got to throw it out yourself, maybe repel yourself so you can get purification out. It's very hard to play this sort of melee well, obviously you're not support, he's falling behind in net worth, but in terms of having the saves, you know, having your offlaner be the save, like, how does he do it in this sort of a game with DJ getting out the fiercest?
Uh-oh. Kuro TPs to the shrine, and he's there. Tried to, looks like he maybe wanted to get some wards up, but it's 11-1 already.
I mean,
map control by FANATIC.
It is getting crazy. It's just so hard to sort of write Liquid out of a game after you saw what they did game 1. Like, this is the thing. Of course, there's this lead for FANATIC, but so there was as well game 1.
Yeah, just this one, you know, we touched upon how there's a lot of short range on Liquid. Pretty much, you know, 3 melee, but then also Venge and Shadow Shaman aren't the longest range heroes either, and they're playing not only into Wyvern, but into that Willow, as you're talking about. So those AoE abilities can really play a big factor once those team fights coming out, as we just saw. Even though it was like not really, it's a team fight, but it's like the team fight's done after the first like 3 seconds.
Sure, it was a fight that Liquid sort of got themselves caught in and then didn't want to stick around. Themselves out of.
Almost has the Blade Mail. Looks like it's just going to be a Crimson Guard rush for Mind Control. So it's majority physical damage coming out from FANATIC.
They're going to try again for this hill. See if they get away with it this time. TPs are coming through from FANATIC. Miracle on the front lines, repelled up. Will have to back away. Universe, he's in. Straight away with the Brave Fire Blast. There's the swap and GH trying to keep Miracle safe. Still will get caught up by the Splinter Blast so low. And as you can see with the team, they're just ignoring GH. You're going straight for Miracle. The physical damage isn't enough. They've got the Curse Crown. There's the back of the Mind Control. Maximum Man tries to turn with the Roach, but there's the Winter's Curse coming out, catching the 3 of them, holding them in place. Miracle with the armlet toggle still alive, but no, he finally pops. They've taken down Miracle. Universe will get taken down the once, but he's got the Reincarnate. He's ready to come back for a second round. 3 dead on Liquid. They just can't win these fights. 14-1. As FANATIC very close to having the Demon Edge on Abed. This Monkey King Bard, at the pace that he's going to get it.
I think Liquid has to just not wait to take these fights when they have some more levels. Like, My Control only was level 7 in those fights, so he's got 4 points in Purify and 2 in Repel, but that's not really displaying the power that Omni can really have in these fights. Like, the Repel comes out and then they have to make something happen as that Repel happens, but they can't. They can't actually just straight up start the fight like FANATIC can with a blink stun. They don't have that option just yet.
I mean, the more you think about it as well, the more annoying a Wraith King offlane is, right? Because how do you deal with this hero, right? You've got sort of this offlane hero that, you say off, but he's second highest on the net worth. This is a massive problem. As we saw, you can kill him once, but the sort of time it takes to kill him twice, that's more than enough time for a Clinks to rip through half of your team. Yeah,
and Clinks, we saw there, he just killed in one disable for the most part against a lot of these heroes. Throwing a Weaver Bug on top, and I mean, he's about to have MKB finished. So that's even, you know, we talked about how he's going to get evasion on the Huskar, that Halberd, but there's already going to be an MKB done.
I was going to say, it's not a lot of games where you see a Huskar sort of be a whole Halberd away from having a Halberd when there's a Monkey King Bar in the game.
Yeah.
This is quite the pickup from Abed. What am I, Mind Control?
The team fights repel. The team fights really just feel like it's going to be so difficult for Liquid to actually take. They have to get it through like 1-by-1 pickoffs or just some miraculous save on Miracle if they do want to take these fights. Just on paper, like looking at it, like with Wyvern and Willow, the team fight's already just better unless the Omni Knight gets like perfect spell usage off. So I think GH swaps on Miracle. They need to watch how they clump and have Mind Control in the right position. It's going to be tough.
I mean, it really just feels like the draft of FANATIC this game is... I don't know if Liquid drafted the best way to deal with it.
It's very
like
single target.
Like, for Liquid, how do they actually go about getting these kills? It's just that they have lockdown in the form of the Shaman, but they've got very elusive heroes on...
I think they just want to play... They want to play with an Aegis. They want to be playing with a Roche, but they smoke, and Abed is already walking directly into... Like, that's usually the theme of the game when you're with a Huskar, is getting that rush. But then I look at it like the Shadow Shaman, the Venge, and the Huskar on top. You just like screaming Roshan. But into FANATIC's lineup, it's tough.
They do get the rupture onto Envy. He'll keep himself out of the blood right and not be baited into using his time lapse. He'll be able to keep his distance and TP back to base safely. Again, sort of just their lack of strong, hard initiation from Liquid that could set up them for kills. Bottom lane, mind control pretty deep. Gonna go for the repel. TP action, West turns up to the lane to clean up the farm.
It does look like Liquid decided that the fights, they need to split up and just make sure that they're heroes right now at this point, because you see GH starts farming, he's level 8 now. Omni Knight, Mind Control, farming bottom, level 10. You see that big jump up in levels instantly from them just splitting up. Matu and Kuroki poised top rather than taking fights, so they are starting to get their resources back into play, but still 7k advantage for FANATIC, and they're not really letting up this time. They're looking to keep the pressure on constantly. Oh, he gets him at the end.
Oh, DJ.
And he's got a Spirit Vessel already.
He's going to get that kill too there. DJ with the foresight to set up for that second kill, the big one as well. Finding Matumba Man with the fear, cancelling his TP. I think this may be one of those heroes that you just don't want to let DJ to have. As 507 on the Dark Willow, you're not killing him, and he is setting up the big kills as well. And
now they're making their way in that road. Liquid, they really want this, but I don't think they can contest it by any means. It's dying far too fast to Abed and Envy. And Envy's even got a Maelstrom on top too. Envy, sure, he didn't die in the lane at all. He was left alone, but he's completely farmed up.
Yeah, the Maelstrom, a bit of an injury, not necessarily the most common sort of damage item for a Weaver you see gone for. I mean, why do you think he does go for? It's on paper, you're going to get a proc. The Geminate, that's likely.
Still do a lot of damage. I mean, he's probably still one of the best damage items for a Weaver, and you can split push better.
Yeah.
He's just just being farmed in this game, it looks like. Because his teammates are making a lot of the plays we've been seeing. Like the Wraith King as well as... I mean, Wraith King and Willow have been making a lot of the plays, but Highlight die. 1-0 and 11 on this Winter Wyvern.
I mean, they're all having fantastic. I say 17-1, as we saw down there. GH getting picked off. Mid lane, just classic Dark Willow things. As Dark Willow solo bullies a core out of the lane.
He's got a Vessel so early on in the game. He can just keep Vesseling this Huskar and making his life miserable.
Yeah, same level as the Huskar as well. Level 12 on the Dark Willow.
Yeah. DJ's always high level.
It was having a fantastic time. Alright, okay.
A bit.
Maelstrom.
He had the Blade Mail queued, I did see
the Blade Mail Weaver. That is something different.
Envy always queues up items, don't change it, remember.
I want to see the Blade Mail. I mean, it's the
he runs with the Blade Mail and then he time lapses.
I mean, I guess that's what it is.
There you go.
That's the thing. It's like, aha, you think that I'm buying Blade Mail on a hero with 1k HP? No.
I have
1k times 2 is 3k.
He'll change.
2k.
I hope he doesn't change it.
I hope it honestly
God. That's a DD Abed. Alright, Klink's hitting for 400. An MKB. And another MKB being built by Universe, of course, just all trying to deal with that itemization. Will be that evasion of
damage.
GH.
Tower. The mid lane. Miracle and Mind Control, the two that he wants to go on alone, but the backup is on its way. Then Blast won't quite catch out Miracle, but Envy looking to lead in. Mind Control is sort of separated here. The stun from Universe, I mean, there's no chance of really Mind Control getting up in range of Miracle. The Fear, again coming out onto the two. The Miracle will try for the TP as he has been, but there's the Winter's Curse coming out from Pilot Eye, holding both Miracle and Mind Control in place, as FANATIC will easily clean up both of them.
And there's another part of the Willow combo I actually didn't even say either, is the curse into just the Curse Crown. Yeah, curse him and then you get a stun right afterwards anyway, and that is scales up to a 3.5 second stun.
I was gonna say, it's this hero, there's not a bad trait of Dark Willow, it doesn't feel. Every spell's amazing. Especially, as we say, in the hands of DJ. And there it is, the Blade Mail Weave. To see it live in action.
Yeah, he did. Okay, nice. Oh, bottom, Matu.
He's got a Blade Mail. That will sort of put Abed off from going straight for the kill. Come on, man, he's gonna show his face again. He's got the swap from GH. Okay, the counterplay. They're looking to sort of bait Abed into this with a magic missile. They may have just managed to outplay Abed. Is Abed now surrounded? Will try for the TP out. Is he going to make it? He is. Arbit gets out. DJ's coming. He wants to kill off Matuma. Repels there from mind control. And DJ as well. His shadow round. He TP's out. They both escape and draw the attention of 4 members of Liquid down towards that bottom lane that don't find any action at all.
I can't believe Arbit lives.
Very, I mean, it's 20 to 1. 22 minutes in. I know that last game we saw FANATIC throw away quite a sizable advantage. Surely that's not happening this game. This is something now.
It's they've got the items to counter the Huskar before he's even. I mean, now he's starting to get closer to it. But look again, no hesitation. FANATIC with so much map control, just always looking for Miracle. They've got the control, the damage. Will he get in range of the shrine? Yeah, Envy though.
What, Envy?
But he's got the.
Oh,
got the Aegis.
Okay, he's got the Aegis. And he's got that blade mail ready for round 2. Universe on the side. He's got the stun onto GH. GH is gone. That's going to be a double after he picked up Miracle, of course, down towards Dire's jungle. Kuro held back by the Winter's Curse, cancelling the TP. And Arbit, he's already looking for the rest of the side. They got the Ray Fire Blast stun out onto Matuma. The damage from Arbit enough to finish him off. Kuro's still on the run, but Envy and Piladai ready to chase, as it looks like Mind Control was the only one to successfully get himself out of this terrible, terrible place for Liquid to find themselves, as a double kill for Envy's picked up. 24 to 1. FANATIC absolutely stomping Liquid here in this game too. Yeah.
They just can't get any way to actually take fights versus FANATIC. They just keep having to split up. They never can be clumped as 5 versus this because of how really the lanes and everything went. Yeah, it's just FANATIC in full control. Liquid got good wards up in the meanwhile a couple minutes ago, but doesn't really help them actually take the fights. Sure, they'll know where the fights might be happening, but their heroes just aren't at that point yet. Fully countered too. Even when the Huskar gets his item, I think the MKB is almost done on Universe as well, so 2 of them.
See this replay again as Envy sort of baits them in as they go forward to pop the Aegis. But little do they know that FANATIC was ready and raring to fight straight after the Aegis was taken out of the hands of Envy, as they strike back hard, cleaning up 4 of the 5 of Liquid. Lead just continues to grow. 15k net worth advantage now, 22,000 in experience. As Liquid are going to have to pull out something quite phenomenal to swing this one around against a tricore of Klinks, Wraith King and Weaver. All 3 heroes scaling very, very nicely as the game goes on. There, as you pointed out earlier, there's no sort of Spectre-esque hero on Liquid's lineup as they had in game 1.
I think they just have to be playing behind each other now. Like you're getting split up, you're getting picked off too much. I mean, it's 24 to 1. Yep. They have to be sitting as a unit. But look at this Pi again. The vision from Pi in both games has been phenomenal. 1-0-15 on the Wyvern. He sees all of Liquid poised here. Pi actually smokes himself, trying to find some wrap here.
He's going to open up onto Matuma. Drops the Winter's Curse. Doesn't look like they're actually going to look to follow up on it though. As Pi, he'll try for a TP out, will make it. Will not be found in the tree line. So it looks like FANATIC didn't really want to commit for that fight there.
No, I mean, Envy was pushing top for quite a while already.
Yeah.
And Liquid they could see Envy pushing top. They had all these wards, just seeing him run through the lane as well. They were just trying to get any type of pick off there to get back up, because they are, as we said, like 5-manning now. They are just sitting behind this Huskar with the new Evans Halberd. Radiant scan, right on the high ground there. They know that Liquid's up.
No at all, FANATIC.
Great read to the map.
From lane behind. Found out here by the wave of terror. On the side though, here, Fear indeed pushing the 2 of them back. They're ready to commit as Arbit pops the BKB, looks towards Matuma. Matuma will keep the distance, but Miracle, he's in trouble. The Curse Crown kicks in, he'll get surrounded. He does have to repel him back up as he looks to try and man him onto Arbit, but the damage is not there. He'll jump himself across to Envy, but Envy still alive, keeping himself fine with the time lapse. They've lost 4 on Liquid, and they're going to lose more. They chase down there onto Mind Control as he heads towards the Ancients, ask them to take him, but there's no chance as the damage is too high from Universe, grabbing the triple kill. A team wipe, 29 to 1 now for FANATIC against Liquid. I don't think FANATIC can throw this game.
I don't think that they. It just feels impossible. They've got
all so far ahead.
They're 3 cores. They have MKB. So that fresh halberd was countered before he even got it, but now it's even more so countered. And they just, they can't take any fight. They can't take any fights by any means. Even if they have everybody there, it just seems impossible.
Certainly looks like FANATIC did their preparation here for TI. This first series, sure, game one, they lost, but at the same time, we saw a lot of sort of positives.
They looked great in the first 15 minutes.
They just let it slip. This is what happens when FANATIC don't let it slip. It just is absolute destruction.
Such crisp plays. I mean, I'm just gonna keep reading Pi's score because I mean, his warding for me has been a really big point of them being able to make a lot of these plays.
Every time the Winter's Curses, the fears from DJ, so much to just stop these sort of little plays happening like that, as we saw the Miracle trying for the kill. And so as we can see, the goal distribution from both teams, all I can FANATIC side
for
there was of Liquid.
In every category.
There wasn't much of a chart on Liquid's side.
In last hit, it's FANATIC. In kills, FANATIC. In every single tiny thing, it's been FANATIC. Towers, etc. Liquid, this might be the last hurrah. Trying to see what they can catch here. Universe will break it.
Yeah, and he's out straight away. So FANATIC, no. FANATIC, no. Of course, Universe with that Skeleton's attack damage talent. The army is ready to roll. Try and lead in with the Rupture, but again, you're rupturing a Willow. Shadow Realm and a TP out. He's fine. DJ's back. Doesn't, of course, TP all the way back. He's at the tier 2, so he's still ready to join the fight if it kicks off.
Maybe they try for the Roche. They have very little options that they can actually do. It's either take a fight, try to win it, or I mean
surely
Roche, they need Aegis and Cheese, but this is this is gonna be really hard to take. FANATIC has ways to get vision in the pit easily with the bugs.
Universe is just straight in, given the vision, looking for the chance to open up. He does get turned upon, and with the magic. Envy poking and prodding at GH. So that's going to be DJ finishing off Kuroki. Envy ready to go back in as the buyback's coming out, but there's no buyback from Miracle. Champ by Matuma Man, but Matuma Man at the same time having to be careful as Envy on the chase. Bam! DJ with the snipe gets the pick off, and that will be Roshan falling into the hands of FANATIC. GH, he should fall as well. The Cursed Crown holding him down. DJ dancing around him, picking up a triple kill. It just doesn't stop for this point. 9-0-13 on the Willow this game.
Everybody score on the side of FANATIC.
It's up.
It's 34. Such crisp plays coming out all around from them. Liquid just don't seem to have a dog in this fight at all.
I mean, I know it's sometimes you see ups and downs from TI winners at the past, but have we ever seen a TI winner turn up and get 34-1 in the first series at the next one? I don't think so. This is. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like Liquid are playing terrible. It just feels like FANATIC are playing fantastically. Sort of the draft decisions, the lane decisions, and the calls that are being made, the individual plays, it's 10 out of 10 across the board from FANATIC at the moment.
Yeah, the teamwork is excellent too. It's just like it doesn't seem like that hesitation's coming around, right? Like Pi was in the beginning of the game, and they start making an aggressive play mid. Instead of walking that extra like 20 seconds it would have taken him to be there, he instantly just teleported. Like the decision making is very, very top notch right now by FANATIC, not giving Liquid any extra breathing room in this game. While usually what we talked about in the last game, right? Sometimes it tends to be when FANATIC has these big leads, they sometimes start backing off, start farming. This game, no. It was like this Willow, the Wraith King, the Wyvern, all looking for aggressive plays.
That's some open AI level of confidence here from the numbers. 99% win probability here for FANATIC. I mean, I admire that. You know, you look at the numbers, but it is FANATIC. 98, you know.
98, take it down a little?
I think I'd take it down a little bit. From FANATIC in the past.
It's true. Who's the only one with... It's Abed's the only one with the death, right? Yeah, it's just Abed.
Oh, Abed. Oh, he had a good run.
Miracle? Repel? Still a lot of damage coming through. We'll be okay for now.
Oh, the bait!
Heavy.
Okay. He's got the Aegis. It's back from round 2. The heals. Keeping Miracle alive there very nicely. Mind control. They'll turn. He'll get popped once. The reincarnate. Liquid still yet to lose anyone. The Winter's Curse might do something about that though, as it does hold Matuma Man in place. No, Matumba, he's fine. Sorry, Mind Control's held. Mind Control's out. Universe jumps in with a Rave 5 Blast. Envy into the midst of it all, but there's the jump forward Miracle, but there's a Cold Embrace save from Pylida, keeping Envy safe. Now the cleanup happens as Liquid lose 4. Willow there with the chase down. They'll tap out. It's enough. 38-1. We'll have to 39.
39. DJ, I mean, when you just see that moment right there, DJ just blinks in and hexes you, you're like, wait, Willow has a Hex and a Blink and a Vessel, and he's level 20.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. The Willow is like the same level as the core heroes.
Wow. Liquid's not going to be feeling too good about that one, and FANATIC are going to be feeling on top of the world. The series ends 1-1, but I think FANATIC definitely the